Title section. Title is the legal evidence of ownership of a property. Title is transferred when a deed has been delivered and accepted. The primary purpose of a deed is to transfer title or rights of ownership from one party to another. Equitable title is the present right to possession with the right to acquire legal title once a preceding condition has been met. Legal title is usually title without ownership rights, such as the title placed in a trustee under a deed of trust or the title in a vendor under a land contract. In a deed of trust, the trustee receives legal title, which gives them the right to sell in case of default. Sales contracts, land contracts, and deeds of trust represent equitable title of the buyer. The buyer is expected to receive legal title at some point in the transaction. When a lender puts a lien on the property, the lender is said to have given constructive notice. Constructive notice is notice of certain facts which are implied by law to a person because he could have discovered the fact by reasonable diligence or by inquiry into public records. Actual notice is notice a party receives in fact or in reality, as compared with constructive notice, which is implied or inferred. An example of actual notice would be the reading of a legal notice in a newspaper. A title search would reveal a chain of title. A chain of title is an analysis of the transfers of title throughout the history of the property. If all deeds have been recorded, then each owner is linked to the previous owner. If the deed was not recorded, then the chain would be broken and a gap would be created in the chain. For example, when Raina died, she left her property to her daughter Jessica. Jessica did not record the deed, and 3 years later she gave the property to her son Joe, who recorded his deed. Several years later, he decided to sell the property. A title search would reveal a gap because Jessica did not record her deed. An abstract of title is a summary of the conveyances, transfers, and other facts appearing of record and relied upon as evidence of title to real property. The research of title could help discover a cloud on title. A cloud on title is a defect in the title of property which prevents the title from being good and marketable. An example of a cloud on title would be if a woman got married. For example, if Amanda Bauer owns a property as a single woman, she then marries Stephen Belkin and takes on Stephen's last name. She is now Amanda Belkin. However, on title, it still says Amanda Bauer. This would be a cloud on title. Once the situation is cleared, then she would have clear title. Clear title is title that is good and marketable, meaning free from encumbrances such as liens. This concludes the section on title.